Happy New Year, everybody. In case you didn't know, it's Crazy E, Double D-I-E, Crazy Eddie from Bigger Boat Collectibles. 14 ounce one. If you want it, we got it. We ain't got it, we'll get it. So get it while getting's good. No, in case you didn't know, that's Key. Key's here. Say hi, Key. Say hi, Key. She's not going to be doing any tricks today, just snacking. I got a little, it's 5 o'clock somewhere for Key. She's going to try a new Temptation Puree. These little things. This is salmon flavor. Right, Key? You going to try this? She's like, yep, I'm going to try it. So I got to open it for her. Squeeze it in there. Man, she's after it. Key. She wouldn't even let me get it out. While she's doing that, flip that around. I got my toddy for the body. That's that good garage beer. I was going to show you guys a couple things. Some of the stuff that we do, what we do on the side. Had to work today a little bit. Later this evening, we're going to go to a little New Year's Eve gathering with some friends and have a good time. But in case you didn't know, I work a full-time job, but on the side, we have a collectible hobby shop, where we sell like vintage and modern, some modern, but mostly vintage, like toys and collectibles and stuff, like video games, board games, football cards, Pokemon cards, action figures, stuff like that. What we do a lot of times to get that stuff is we go to like conventions and flea markets and garage sales and stuff like that, and we'll buy people's things. Today we went and I got like 5 or 6 big boxes full of like things like this, like these big bags. And this is the sort of stuff that we got to go through. When we get the stuff, we go through and we get bags like this. And then we got to go through and pull the stuff out and sort it out and find out what it is, clean it up, put it in a baggie with hold on one second. Key's kind of blocking the way, so I'll set that down there. Like when you went and bought like this Ninja Turtle at the store, it came in a package with some accessories, some, more than likely some weapons and whatnot. We would take and we'd find this if it's in the bag and find all the accessories and put it in a little baggie. Boom. Take it to the shop. That's what we do. And I got all these, like I said, this big bag full of stuff. This big bag full of stuff. And there's like 4 or 5 more boxes down in the car full of stuff. And there's all kinds of stuff in here. Keep me down a little bit. Just to give you kind of an idea, there's a Skeletor from the Masters of the Universe. Here's a Gargoyle from the old Gargoyle TV series. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's an old Star Wars figure. That was Rose. And you never know where you're going to find this stuff, because people just pile stuff in there. There's a Power Ranger. And that's the fun part, is finding stuff, because you can find something in here that's like unique. I think this is a Dungeons and Dragons. Is that? No, it looks like a Burger King toy. Just a Burger King toy. Right, Key? Say hi. Say hi, Key. So that's what I'm going to do for a little while today, is I'm going to dig through some of this and see if I can't find some goodies. Key. Here. Oh, here. Key. See if I can't find any good stuff in here once she's got her stuff. Oh, she dropped it. Good job, Key. Move your stuff down. There's all kinds of stuff. Move, Key. I don't have no more snacks. I can't. I gave you one. Some scratchies. Some scratchies, that feel good. Yeah, just some scratchies. There's also this bucket full of stuff in there. There's like big bags. Like I said, I gotta go through and find all their accessories and stuff like that. This is a little McDonald's like transforming Big Mac. Here's a little Beetlejuice thing, and his head spins. I think his head comes off too, and he's got the little head underneath. Yeah, the little head underneath there. So that was in there. Vintage Kenner Beetlejuice figure. And there's like some. There's a He-Man sword, so there's probably He-Man in there somewhere. Remember that, what was that show? What was that show with this guy, Pete's Dragon? Pete's Dragon. Right?
Not Pete's Dragon.
There's Dino from the Flintstones. Oh, this is cool. This is... Okay. So the old werewolf. Back in the 80s or 70s or whatever, Remco came out with a little line of the Universal monster figures. Had Dracula, Werewolf, Frankenstein, the Phantom of the Opera. I think they had a... Who else did we have? The Creatures from the Black Lagoon, whatever. This is a re-release of that from Burger King. Burger King re-released them years later. Similar, but a little bit more detailed, I guess. I don't know. But this is the Burger King werewolf. That's kind of cool. Here's a Nemo. An old Buzz Lightyear. Some of these old Toy Story figures can be good, depending on the toy company that made them. Here's a Spider-Man, vintage Spider-Man. But you never know what you're going to find here. There's a Pokemon little thing. I found some Mad Max stuff in there. Here's a rock. Men in Black. Bugs Bunny. There's another Bugs Bunny. Here's a, what is that? I think this is a Monster in My Pocket, maybe? Or is that just a transform? Little Star Wars, I think. Here's a, where's this guy from? What's this guy from?
Lion King.
Lion King.
No.
There's a baseball or some sort. It's like, not Nerf, but kind of. There's like a, there's like a muscle figure. Anyways, there's another little, some little dinky Pokemon things. There's a Pokemon game in there. I wonder if some of these are for that game. There's some, I don't know what that is. This looks Pokemon. This looks like Pokemon. Here's a little micro machine. There's a bunch of Legos. Some of these little glow-in-the-dark like dinosaur things. What that is, I'll figure that out. Bunch of cool stuff in here. But anyway, that's that stuff. I'm gonna look up some of this. Kind of makes me excited to see what else is in these boxes and stuff, because some of this stuff is pretty cool. That's just one little bucket. And, you know, Bugs Bunny, get that out of the way. Here's a bag. Oh, like here's a Power Ranger. A couple of vintage Ninja Turtles. This is, they're missing their accessories and stuff, but here's a Small Soldiers. And this, some sort of Power Ranger Ninja. Bunch of Power Rangers in this one. More Power Rangers. Here's a Master of the Universe guy. I'll put this in the baggie. I'll find your accessories. I'll see, this is sort of free. Here's something. Here's an old Master of the Universe He-Man figure. And right here I found his sword. So this is the, see if his action works. Yeah, this old one had his little chest there, and like if Skeletor came up or whoever, this Power Ranger came up and hit him and damage it more. So put He-Man in the bag with his sword. So I think he's supposed to have a shield as well. Maybe that's in one of these bags, but there's a sword, so there's a He-Man. Here's a knockoff He-Man looking figure. I can't remember the names of these things, but I'll look that up and I'll let you know. That's kind of cool. Some of these knockoff figures are KOs or bootlegs, whatever you want to call them. They're made in Mexico or whatever. Some of them are pretty valuable. Here's a couple G.I. Joe looking figures here. I don't know if these are G.I. Joe or if they're those lanyard, whatever they are. I think this is G.I. Joe. This looks like Mask. Yeah, Mask figure. Some more G.I. Joe.
Be nice to each other.
And anywho, and we got, like I said, this whole bag down here full of stuff or whatever. So I'll be going through this for a little while. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer, but if you watched this far in the video, I appreciate it. Hit me up. Let me know what you want to see next. I'll be doing a 5 o'clock video later, probably. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I know Key wants to, because she wants to do some snacks. Please consider following us on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. It really helps get our name out there. Appreciate it. Share the videos with your friends. Drop some comments. Let us know what you think. Most of all, stop by Big Bro Collectibles at 14 Osborne and get some stuff like this for your collection or hobby. Like I said, it's not just action figures that we got, though. We got all kinds of stuff. There's a box of board games down there. There's a Pokemon board game down there. We got Pokemon cards, football cards, baseball cards, movie cards. We got video games. We got board games. Stop by and grab me something for your collection or hobby, guys. Happy New Year from Crazy and Silly Key. And see you guys soon at Big Bro Collectibles, 1400 Osborne.